Welcome to the Christmastide Stakes Day here at Laurel Park. Stakes action starts in race number 4 in the Hef Stakes and ends with the Robert T. Manfuso Stakes. We have scratches, but still highly competitive fields today.
And they're off. California Ghost hustled out of the starting gate. And there goes Landon Jack. Landon Jack now going to the front. Landon Jack and Snack moves up in between horses of the second flight with 7's 11 out of the inside as they head down the backstretch now. With Landon Jack leading the way by a length from 7's 11 in second, sorting out for third with Pride of Peyton, who's next as they head into the far turn run. Dropping back a bit to the outside is Duck Pins. And next in between horses is Snack, who's also right there. Another three-back California Ghost now at the tail of the field into the far turn run. Landon Jack fires away with a 3-length lead from 7's 11 and Duck Pins on the outside in third. In between horses is Snack running along there from fourth and Pride of Peyton down to the inside. Another 5-6 lengths back in California Ghost. Top of the stretch now, Landon Jack up top. Landon Jack with a 3-length lead, racing well off the inside. Leads it now by 3 lengths with 7's 11 in hot pursuit from second. And the others going up and down there for third with Duck Pins on the outside. In between horses, Snack down to the inside, Pride of Peyton. Landon Jack in front with a 16th to go. Landon Jack won't look back today. Landon Jack with the blinkers on does it under Toledo to win by 2. 7's 11 was second. Pride of Peyton was third. Duck Pins fourth. Snack fifth. And they're off. Star Shopping at Aristocat on the outside with on the engine right there too. At the inside is Quinn Cannon now moving forward. Quinn Cannon pushing along with speed into third position. On the engine will settle back into the fourth spot. And Dr. Rags is in fifth despite odds is in sixth. And Imagine It All racing at the back of the pack with Resilient Courage and Love Machine trailing the field. They race down the back stretch now. The outside Aristocat has a head in front and Star Shopping's coming back for more on the inside. They're head to head for the lead with Quinn Cannon up there in eager third. And on the outside is Dr. Rags in fourth. On the Engine right there between horses in fifth. First five bunched up by only about 3 lengths. It's other 2.5 lengths back in the field, and Imagine It All is in the 2 path, and despite odds, racing on the inside. Resilient Courage and Love Machine in the back with 3 furlongs left to go. Aristocat, Star Shopping still doing that battle up front with Dr. Regs ridden along for a little more in third. Here's Imagine It All trying to sweep up on the outside from fourth position. Quinn Cannon is fifth out of the inside. On the Engine is next. They're at the top of the stretch now. Race long battle with Star Shopping and Aristocat on the outside. Aristocat and Star Shopping. Quinn Cannon is a willing third out of the inside. On the edge of the between horses. The far outside is Imagine It All as they pass the furlong marker. Aristocat still with Star Shopping on the inside. And on the outside now is On the Engine. On the Engine roars by. On the Engine to get it. From Aristocat second. Star Shopping finished third. Imagine It All and Resilient Courage.
When we started adding protocols, the first thing we knew we wanted to do was to add veterinarians watching training. We really had to look at all of the opportunities that we had to impact horse safety, controlling medication and training, which had never been done, investing in cutting-edge diagnostic techniques, decreasing the amount of medication that was in the horse on race day. Right now it's training, but we're checking horses that are racing on Saturday. Thank you. You're all right, sweetie. I feel like we are changing things for the better.
Right now it's basically just being present. We do examine various horses in the days leading up to it. Race day, it's every horse. We're watching the horses, how they warm up. Now they've got weight on their back. We're on different surface. We're still following the horses. All the horses look good during their warm-up, sound ready to run.
I truly feel like we are moving the sport forward. The horses are better for it. We've really changed to focus on putting horses at the center and being the most important part of the equation.
And he's all inclusive. Lined up 7 furlongs, and they're off. Good break there for Sigmund. Vazi Says Niet sent forward for early speed on the inside. There goes Vazi Says Niet, and Sigmund knocking heads early in between horses. Duke of Dooley to make 3 in a line. Best Choice Baby settles on the far outside there, racing in fourth, and Stardust Ziggy moving up quickly from fifth, and Super Dreamer is next. In between horses is Spectrier. Best Choice Baby is next, and Point Us Home on the inside. Double Bid racing to the back of the pack with Slingshot Boy on the inside, and Annie's All Inclusive out wide of them all. Now mile, passing about 3 or 4 horses, heading into the far turn run. It's Duke of Dooley, the one to catch with Vazzy Says Niet, pushing through on the inside to prompt the issue. Duke of Dooley tries to get away. Vazzy Says Niet. Stardust Ziggy right there in third and ready to pounce on him. And Best Choice Baby's on the move under arrive there from fourth. And he's all inclusive on the far outside there in fifth, about 5 deep around the far turn. Another 3. Back to Spectre, another 6 back. Slingshot Boy is followed by Sigmund, and back to Double Bid, who's next. And Point is home on the inside, and Super Dreamer trailing the field. They're at the top of the stretch. Duke of Dooley set on for home. Duke of Dooley's up top. Stardust Ziggy in full pursuit, gaining a bit of ground on the outside with 1 furlong left to go. Here comes Stardust Ziggy to Duke of Dooley. They're driving in 6 clear now. And Best Choice Baby in third. And they're down to the final 16th of a mile, and it's Stardust Ziggy. Stardust Ziggy kicks clear. Length and a half or 2 to win under Toledo. 2 for Toledo. Stardust Ziggy. Duke of Dooley was second. Best Choice Baby finished third, and Annie's all inclusive in Slingshot Boy. Minute 28.25. And they're off into F6. Coffee with Chris sent for early speed of the outside. Prince of Jericho. Here's Full Moon Madness in between horses now chasing on and sent for speed 2. Full Moon Madness up on the inside of Coffee with Chris. Now they're going to contest the lead. Prince of Jericho will spy them from third, and Midnight Trouble just to the inside there. Fourth and 2.5 or 3 from a speed up ahead. And back to Riccio, and it's another 7 back and a lot of sense trailing the field. Down the back stretch in the Hef Stakes, and Full Moon Madness aggressive on the inside to grab a narrow lead from Coffee with Chris, and it's 2 more. Prince of Jericho just in third from Midnight Trouble is on the inside in fourth. Riccio is fifth on the outside, and the clear has 5 to make up into the far turn, and a lot of sense still in the back of the pack. Round that turn they roll, and it's Full Moon Madness. Coffee with Chris keeps on pressing on the outside. Prince of Jericho every chance from there. Now Prince of Jericho on the outside, ridden along for more, begins to gain on the dueling pair. Riccio is fourth on the outside, and Midnight Trouble at trailing the field has a lot of sense. They race to the top of the stretch with a 1/4 mile left to go, and it is Coffee with Chris is resilient but drifting a little bit. Full Moon Madness down to the inside. Prince of Jericho to the center of the track, asks for more. Prince of Jericho's got a quicken. Coffee with Chris holding with 1 furlong left to go and holding firm. Coffee with Chris at 16-1, turning back the favorite. Prince of Jericho with the 16th left to go. Coffee with Chris perks up to win in the Hef Stakes under Jeannie Rodriguez. Coffee with Chris to win over Prince of Jericho. Riccio checks in third. Full Moon Madness fourth, and a lot of sense Stonewall Star in. Jimmy Rodriguez settling. And they're off in the Talking Stakes. Gormley's Gabriella asked for early speed. Stonewall started outside, and Miss Georgie bounced away, running in third, and Give Me Kisses alongside of that in fourth. Back to Tappin' Josie, who's next, about 5 lengths from the speed, racing in the 3-path. Ojitos Beos and Malibu Moonshine. Can see the ball now, the back of the pack now, at about 8 or 9 off that pace. It is Stonewall Star just in front. From second, Give Me Kisses, and Gormley's Gabriella racing in third. Tappin' Josie and Miss Georgie's just in behind that flight. Another 3 lengths back. Ojitos Beos and Malibu Moonshine still down to the inside at the tail of the field, has 7 to make up into the far turn run. The pressure is on Stonewall Star to keep up that pace as alongside Tappin' Josie makes a 3-wide bid, and in between horses Give Me Kisses scrubbed on for a little more run too and willing to come back for more. It's other 4 lengths back. Gormley's Gabriella is next, then Miss Georgie. Malibu Moonshine is second to last, still 7 from the front as they approach the quarter pole, and Ojitos Beos trailing the field. Top of the stretch, Stonewall Star is trying to stay on. Stonewall Star drifting out wide there is Tappin' Josie. In the meantime, Give Me Kisses still has aim, and Malibu Moonshine now chugging with that final quarter-mile kick, and here comes Malibu Moonshine down to the inside. Stonewall Star, Malibu Moonshine opening on the inside for Malibu Moonshine to scoot on through. Stonewall Star, Jamie Rodriguez trying to stay on. Here's Malibu Moonshine. Malibu Moonshine slips through with Angel Cruz to win. Photo for second, Give Me Kisses and Stonewall Star, and then followed by Gormley's Gabriella and Miss Georgie. And they're off. Favorite Diamonds, If You Do, makes a quick sprint to the first turn run, about 4 deep. Out of the inside, Irish Zapper's moving up, and here's Princess Cairo. So Princess Cairo now to a narrow lead. Tishan Tyrant to the inside, Irish Zapper's in between horses. And Diamonds, If You Do, will settle in fourth position, just a couple of lengths off the early speed, and Diamond Sue racing down to the inside as they journey down the back stretch now, and it is Creole on the far outside, and Synergy's Electra, and followed by Bright Moon well in advance of Determined Lily, second last position, and Gold Digging Broad trailing now with about 6 furlongs left to go. Up top, it's Princess Cairo, slowing it down 3/4 of a length from Tishan Tyrant. Famous favorite Diamonds If You Do is on the outside, along with Creole is racing in fourth position out in the clear. Irish Zapper is in fifth, another 2, and Diamond Sue's asked to pick it up on the inside of Synergy's Electra, and then Bright Moon back of the pack with Determined Lily, and Gold Digging Broad is 10th and last. Not much change into the far turn run. run, where it's Princess Cairo a narrow lead. Princess Cairo, Diamonds If You Do, and Creole traveling smoothly while 3 wide. And now Synergy's Electra is trying to move past Titian Tyrant, who's very tired, with 2.5 furlongs left to go. Diamond Sue is next. The others have plenty to do, including ground-saving Bright Moon. Racing to the top of the stretch with Princess Cairo on a narrow lead. Princess Cairo from Diamonds If You Do. The lead is a half length. Creole now driven in 3rd position to keep up. And then it's Synergy's Electra to the center of the track, and Titian Tyrant into the stretch. Diamonds If You Do. Diamonds If You Do has come to rest the narrow lead from Princess Cairo, who's going to get a good battle out of the inside. Princess Cairo out of the inside, coming back for more at Diamonds If You Do. His favorite has to work. Diamonds If You Do just in front. The inside Princess Cairo. Diamonds If You Do. Princess Cairo up and down, nose and nose, head and head, and it is going to be Diamonds If You Do. And Princess Cairo, the photo finish, close 3rd. Synergy's Electra or Creole out of the inside, and Titian Tyrant finished 5th.
The Maryland Jockey Club's Canter for a Cause cantered on with just over 300 entrants this year, coming from far and wide in this unique event to walk, trot, and canter over the famed Pimlico racecourse that showcased historic legends and champions. The only event of this type founded by Georgianne Hale. All benefits go to the renowned nonprofit, the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
Well, this is a great event. I think it really showcases the thoroughbred can come out here and ride and come back to the racetrack and not have any issues. It's a great event for awareness and fundraising, and I think it's a great community event, especially with these people bringing OTTBs, because when they bring them here and they get to showcase them in front of everyone else, I think it's really fun. And because it's close to Halloween this year, we've seen a lot of great costumes, so that's good too. I think a lot of people assume that the racehorse ever came back to the track, that they would not be able to handle it. And we've seen today lots of horses come through the gate with little kids being let out, and things are fun. So yeah, I think once they're out of that racehorse mode for the most part, and they can come out to the track and enjoy themselves, and I think depending on what they're being trained for, they come back here and they know that this rider wants to canter slow or walk or trot, so it's good. It's good.
And Forte. In the gate. And they're off of the Willa on the Move Stakes. Don't Let Sweet Fool You, swaying to and fro, and Forte there on the outside. Fille d'Esprit is 4th early, and they're followed by Juror number 4, and moving Moxie between horses, and Flashy Charge at the back of the outside, only 6 lengths covers them. Don't Let Sweet Fool You leads at 3 parts now, a half length with room on the inside for swaying to and fro, who's kept up on the inside there. Don't Let Sweet Fool You, Don't Let Sweet Fool You, swaying to and fro. Now they're head to head for the lead, 3 clear from Forte, who's in 3rd. Fille d'Esprit is 4th with 5 5 to make up round that far turn. And next to the outside, Movie Moxie, juror number 4, and Flashy Charges in the back. Into the far turn, 3 furlongs from home, sway in to and fro. Don't Let Sweet Fool You, latched onto one another. In the meantime, Forte is 2.5 to make up, and Feed de Spree is taken off the inside. As for a full sprint home there from 4th, and juror number 4 saving ground as they turn for home. Don't Let Sweet Fool You, sway in to and fro. Sway in to and fro has more to offer down to the inside. Sway in to and fro. Very confident ride with a furlong left to go. Under Grant Whitaker kicking away almost 3 lengths now. From Don't Let Sweet Fool You is second, and it's Forte third, and Feed de Spree, and followed by juror number 4. Sway in to and fro. Ultra Sharp to win by 5 at the finish, and a Willa on the move. Second was Don't Let Sweet Fool You, then Forte, juror number 4, or Feed de Spree.
It's probably the most beautiful racetrack in the country, to be honest with you.
The background is just beautiful.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the grandstand and the racing.
The weather is beautiful. The facility is phenomenal.
The Gulfstream Championship meet has become one of the top events of the year. You could come out on a Wednesday and see a future Preakness winner.
They're off in the Preakness. The Run Happy Santa Anita Derby.
Got the unique 6.5 down the hillside turf course. A whole lot of great racing here in California.
And we're off.
We have all 3 surfaces here, the only racetrack in the country to have all 3 surfaces. Being close to the ocean, being surrounded by some of the greatest horses and riders in history, it's amazing.
It's the prettiest thing you've ever seen. There's no one else has a background like we do.
And they're off. Factored in, gets the first call out of the gate. Jackson Traveler set up there in Karen's Notion, racing up on the inside. Here comes Barron. Barron down to the inside of Factored in. Now they're head-to-head. An opening furlong and a half with Karen's Notion in third. Jackson Traveler, then Divine Leader on the far outside of that is Kenny Had a Notion within 3 lengths of the pace. It's a quick one, too. Heading on to the far turn run, Showtime Cat and Savoy trailing the field, but only 8 from the front. Factor it in into the far turn run, leads it ahead. Factor it in, Jackson Traveler right up there, the 2 path and 3 wide. Divine Leader on the outside as Kenny Had an Ocean. Barron is 5th and on the chase, so that good clip up front, and it's another 3 lengths back. And back to Showtime Cat and back to Karen's Notion, and Savoy trailing the field. Top of the stretch with a 1/4 mile left to go. Factored in, turns in. Factored in leads the way. Barron targets and tips off the inside. Factored in, Barron now to square off, furlong and a half left to go. Factored in, Stillwilling, opening up a length and a half. Barron shifting over down to the inside, opening on the inside for Barron. factor it in, tries to keep going for another furlong under Angel Cruz. Got it by a length and a half from Chasing Baron. It's factored in, and the gray streaks home in style in the Days Friend Stakes to win by a length and a half. Baron was second, then it was Savoy third, followed by Karen's Notion fourth, Divine Leader in fifth. In a minute 10.65. Get off in the Carousel Stakes. Out of sorts, very slow to go there. It's Malibu Beauty out first and Runaway Monet. The outside is Hybrid Eclipse on the chase into the first turn. Run will settle back into third. And Champagne Toast saving ground there in fourth as they round that turn. In between horses next is Cover Version. Cover Version is in between runners as they round the turn. Hybrid Eclipse racing out in the clear. Making their way around the turn with 7/8 of a mile left to go. Malibu Beauty's up top from Champagne Toast to lead 3/4 of a length. Up closes Runaway Monet. Hybrid Eclipse on the outside, and Out of Sorts is worked up into fifth position now. Berate is on the outside, and Cover Version near the inside. And trailing the field, back of the pack is Go Big Blue Nation. 8 or 9 to make up. A race now with 4.5 furlongs left to go. And leading the way, Malibu Beauty. Malibu Beauty from Hybrid Eclipse. The lead almost 2 lengths, and Champagne Toast working harder third position. Runaway Monet and Berate swinging into action on the far outside. Berate has taken third right there at the half-mile pole as they round that turn, and back to Cover Version is next. Go Big Blue Nation, and on the inside is Out of Sorts. Out of Sorts, plenty to do. 3 furlongs left to go. Malibu Beauty, Hybrid Eclipse trying to get by right now. And Berate made a move, but back in third position as they reach now the top of the stretch. The outside is Cover Version is next. They're followed by Runaway Monet, who's fifth. Turning in with Malibu Beauty and Jamie Rodriguez. Malibu Beauty's been nursed along and kicks away suddenly as they turn in. From Hybrid Eclipse, the lead 3, almost 4 lengths. Berate out of the inside. Outsider of the track is Cover Version trying to pick up a share as they pass the furlong marker. Malibu Beauty. Malibu Beauty pouring it on. Now 6 in front as they're close to home. She's a beauty. Malibu Beauty in the Carousel, and Jamie Rodriguez coming home strong. Second there will be Cover Version, followed by Hybrid Eclipse. And then it was Runaway Monet. Berate Ain't Beer Cold. And they're off. Working on a Dream. Ask for quick LA speed, gives it into the turn run. So it is. Working on a Dream, Our Nation on paraded. Right up there, Ain't a Beer Cold in third. And Plot the Dots travels in fourth of the two-path, and Nimitz Class is racing on the outside. Armando are allowed to settle only about 4 from the front, though. And trailing the field is American Doro. The pace is slow, as leading the way is now Working on a Dream. Up top, leads at about a half length from Our Nation on parade. In second, Ain't a Beer Cold on the outside. Plot the Dots is fourth out of the inside, and Nimitz Class is next, and Armando R on the inside, just 5 from the front, and American Doro is at the back of the pack. They race down the back stretch now, 5.5 furlongs left to go. Working on a Dream, working on a half-length advantage from Our Nation on parade. And Ain't a Beer Cold is prompting the issue on the outside from third. Nimitz Class and Plot the Dots are side by side. They're only 4 lengths from the front, and then back to American Doro, and Armando R asks to run from the back of the pack on the inside into the far turn. Working on a Dream, Our Nation on parade, and Ain't a Beer Cold, the 3 right in the line into the far turn run. On the outside, Ain't a Beer Cold in between horses. Working on a Dream, Our Nation on parade, the big favorite there still. And next is Nimitz Class trying to run on from 4th position, and then it's another 2 lengths back. And next is American Doro, who's got 6 to come now, and Plot the Dots and Armando R trailing the field are at the top of the stretch. Ain't a Beer Cold, Ain't a Beer Cold turns in. Our Nation on parade's got to dig down on the inside, but willing to do so. Our Nation on parade out of the inside, Ain't a Beer Cold scuffle together for the final furlong. On the outside there is Nimitz Class is running a big race. Nimitz Class on the outside. Nimitz Class leveling off on the final furlong. Ain't a Beer Cold trying to hold Nimitz Class. Nimitz Class and Jevion Toledo. Nimitz Class comes sailing home. Nimitz Class to win it by a neck. Nimitz Class. Ain't a Beer Cold. Our Nation on parade was third, and Plot the Dots was fourth. Armando R or American Doro. Love you, bye-bye. Take charge, 2. 9 to 5, take charge, 2. And they're off. Go with the lead, Love You, Bye-Bye. Take charge 2 on the outside. Also there in between horses, Irish McDougal. On the inside is Per Diem. Here's Take Charge 2 trying to clear that speed and does. Take Charge 2 in front. Brilliant Ice moves along into the second spot. Then it's Per Diem down to the inside and Luigi Spirit on the outside. They're followed by Irish McDougal next. Then Love You, Bye-Bye is dropped to the back of the pack now. And here and no further, second last, while racing on the inside and trailing the field is Open the Books with 3 furlongs left to go. Take Charge 2 rolling right along along with a 3-length advantage. Brilliant Ice in hot pursuit in that chase in second and gaining a bit of ground now. Another 5 back in Per Diem trying to fire on the inside as they turn for home. Next is Luigi Spirit is racing in fourth. Into the stretch now for a long and a half left to go. And here's Brilliant Ice. Brilliant Ice on the outside up to grab the lead and take charge too as they pass the furlong marker. Per Diem has moved into third. Down inside, Open the Books has picked up fourth. Outside is Luigi Spirit in fifth. It is Brilliant Ice in front and pulling away. Brilliant Ice 7-1. Opening up 5 at the finish. Take Charge 2 was second and Per Diem was third, followed by Open the Books or Luigi Spirit on the outside.
Again, thank you so much for joining us here on our Christmastide Stakes Day. We will see you tomorrow back at post time at 12:25 to end our 2022.